Ladies and gentlemen, imagine waking up every day knowing that no matter what life throws at you, you can handle it. Imagine having the strength to keep going when things get tough, the clarity to make the right decisions in the midst of chaos, and the confidence to pursue your dreams without fear. Sounds incredible, right? Well, let me tell you, it's not a fantasy. It's entirely possible, and it all starts with one thing: your mindset. If you want to know how to develop a mindset that will take you through the ups and downs of life and lead you to success, then you're in the right place. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to build the strongest mindset, one that will make you unstoppable. Stay tuned, because this is about to change everything. You don't want to miss what's coming next. To build the strongest mindset, the first thing you need to understand is that you are the architect of your own mind. That's right. You are in full control of how you think, how you react, and how you shape your view of the world. Most people live their lives believing that they don't have control over their mindset. But that's a lie. Life may throw obstacles at you, people may treat you poorly, and circumstances may not always go your way. But how you respond to all of that is entirely up to you. You see, the mind is like a muscle. The more you work on it, the stronger it gets. And just like any muscle, you have to train it. No one is born with a mindset that can weather every storm, but over time, you can develop the mental strength to face any challenge head on. The power to control your thoughts, feelings, and actions lies within you. It's all about choice. You get to choose how you respond to your circumstance. Do you let the negativity of the world affect you, or do you rise above it and stay positive? Do you let failures knock you down, or do you use them as stepping stones to grow stronger? The key to building a strong mindset is recognizing that you have the power to control how you think and what you believe. Too often people allow external factors to dictate their state of mind. They let the opinions of others, their past experiences, or the difficulties in their lives shape their thoughts and actions. But if you want to build a powerful mindset, you need to stop letting external factors control you. The truth is, other people's opinions, the negative things that happen to you, and the challenges you face do not have to define who you are or what you can achieve. These things are just temporary obstacles on your journey, and it's up to you how much power you give them. It all starts with the belief that you are in control. You have the ability to change your thoughts and change your life. The way you see yourself and the way you think about your goals will shape the results you get. If you see yourself as a winner, you will act like a winner. If you see yourself as someone who is capable of handling whatever comes their way, then you will be able to face those challenges with strength and resilience. The thoughts you hold in your mind are like the seeds you plant for your future. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and insecurity, that's exactly what will grow in your life. But if you plant seeds of confidence, belief, and positivity, that's what will flourish. One of the most powerful things you can do to strengthen your mindset is to constantly remind yourself of your own power. Take time every day to affirm your strength, to remind yourself that you have the ability to overcome any challenge. When you wake up in the morning, instead of focusing on what's wrong or what's difficult, take a moment to set your intentions for the day. Tell yourself that today is going to be a great day, that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way, and that no matter how tough the day gets, you will remain strong. It might sound simple, but it's incredibly effective. You are planting the seeds of success in your mind, and those thoughts will carry you through the day. Another important aspect of being the architect of your mindset is choosing who and what you allow into your life. You are the sum of the people you spend the most time with, the media you consume, and the environment you surround yourself with. If you want to build a strong mindset, you need to be mindful of these influences. Cut out the negativity. Stop hanging around people who bring you down, who discourage you, or who feed you toxic thoughts. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better, who support your dreams, and who push you to grow. Choose to fill your mind with positive, uplifting content. Read books that inspire you. Listen to motivational podcasts and watch videos that teach you how to grow and succeed. Finally, understand that you have to be patient with yourself. Building a strong mindset doesn't happen overnight. It's a lifelong journey, and it requires consistent effort. You won't always get it right, but that's okay. The important thing is that you keep working on it every day. Be kind to yourself when you slip up and get back on track. Just like building a muscle, strengthening your mindset takes time. But every time you choose to stay positive, every time you push through a challenge, every time you remind yourself of your power, you're building a stronger and stronger mindset. Remember, you are the architect of your own mind. No one else has the power to control your thoughts, feelings, or actions unless you allow them to. You have the ability to shape your mindset and create the life you want. Start today by taking full responsibility for the way you think and watch how your life begins to transform. To build the strongest mindset, one of the most important things you need to understand is that failure is not the end of the road, it's just a stepping stone. Too many people let failure define them. They think that if they fail, they're done for. But failure is actually one of the best teachers you'll ever have. If you want to build a strong mindset, you've got to change the way you view failure. Instead of seeing it as something to fear, you need to see it as an opportunity to grow. Every successful person, no matter who they are or where they come from, has faced failure at some point. In fact, they've probably faced multiple failures. But here's the difference. They didn't let failure stop them. Instead, they used each failure as a lesson. They looked at what went wrong, figured out how to do better next time, and got back to work. And that's exactly what you need to do. When you fail, it's not the end of the world. It's simply an opportunity to learn, to adjust, and to try again with more wisdom and experience. Think about it for a second. Every time you fail, you gain valuable insight. You might fail at something, but you've learned what doesn't work. That knowledge is powerful. It's a tool in your toolkit that you can use the next time you're faced with a similar challenge. Failure, when you look at it the right way, is actually your best teacher. It shows you where you need to improve and helps you grow into the person you need to be in order to succeed. Now, this doesn't mean that failure feels good. It doesn't mean you're going to be happy when things don't go as planned. Failure can sting and it can be discouraging, especially when you've worked hard for something. But here's the key. You can't let the sting of failure keep you down. If you do, you'll never build a strong mindset. Instead of staying stuck in disappointment or frustration, pick yourself up and look at what you can learn from the experience. Ask yourself, what did I learn from this? What can I do differently next time? When you do that, you begin to shift your focus from what went wrong to what you can do to make things right. That shift in mindset is powerful. It's the kind of mindset that helps you push through obstacles and come out stronger on the other side. Another important thing to realize is that failure is often a necessary part of success. If you're not failing, you're probably not pushing yourself hard enough. You're playing it safe. If you want to grow, if you want to achieve something great, you've got to be willing to take risks. And when you take risks, there's always a chance you'll fail. But the beauty of failure is that it's not permanent. It's not a reflection of who you are as a person. It's just a temporary setback on your journey to success. One of the best ways to build a strong mindset through failure is to change the way you talk to yourself when you fail. Instead of beating yourself up, practice self-compassion. Talk to yourself like you would talk to a friend who's going through the same thing. Don't say, I'm a failure, or I'll never be able to do this. Instead, say, this didn't work, but I'm going to figure it out. Or I learned something valuable today. The way you talk to yourself during tough times matters more than you realize. Negative self-talk will only keep you stuck in a cycle of doubt and fear. Positive self-talk will help you bounce back faster and keep your mindset strong. It's also helpful to remember that success is a journey, not a destination. There's no such thing as a straight path to success. It's filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, and yes, plenty of failures. But each failure is a chance to grow, adapt, and get one step closer to your goals. The people who succeed are the ones who keep going after failure. They don't quit just because things didn't go as planned. They understand that failure is just part of the process, and they're willing to keep pushing through it. To build the strongest mindset, you've got to learn to embrace failure. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't let it stop you. Instead, learn from it, grow from it, and keep moving forward. Every failure is an opportunity to become better, stronger, and more resilient. When you start seeing failure for what it truly is, a tool for growth, your mindset will become unstoppable. And when your mindset is strong, there's nothing that can hold you back. So don't fear failure, embrace it, learn from it, and keep going. That's how you build the strongest mindset. One of the most critical aspects of building the strongest mindset is learning to manage your emotions. It's not just about thinking positively. It's about taking control over how you feel in every situation, regardless of what's happening around you. We all face challenges, frustrations, and setbacks. We all deal with stress, disappointment, and even anger. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle lies in how they manage those emotions. If you let your emotions control you, you'll find yourself at the mercy of your circumstances, unable to think clearly or act decisively. But if you can control your emotions, you'll be able to keep a level head and make better decisions no matter how tough things get. Managing your emotions starts with awareness. The first step is recognizing when your emotions are getting the best of you. Sometimes it's easy to let your feelings take over, especially when things aren't going your way. When you're feeling frustrated or upset, it's easy to react impulsively, whether that's lashing out at someone, shutting down, or making a snap decision that you'll regret later. But if you're aware of how you're feeling, you can pause for a moment and give yourself the space to choose how you want to respond. Awareness is the key to regaining control of your emotions. It's also important to remember that your emotions don't define who you are. Just because you feel angry, sad, or overwhelmed doesn't mean you are angry, sad, or overwhelmed. These are temporary feelings, not permanent states of being. When you start to identify with your emotions too much, that's when things can go off course. You might start to think that you're always angry, always stressed, or always defeated, but that's not the case. Emotions come and go, and they're influenced by so many different factors. By acknowledging that your emotions are temporary, you can create a sense of detachment from them and regain control of your reactions. Another important aspect of emotional management is learning how to reframe negative thoughts. Often when things aren't going well, we automatically start to think the worst. We catastrophize, imagining the worst possible outcomes, and we let those thoughts spiral. But the reality is, most of what we fear never comes to pass, and even if it does, we're more capable of handling it than we give ourselves credit for. When you learn to reframe your negative thoughts and focus on the present moment, you can keep your emotions in check and avoid unnecessary stress. For example, instead of thinking, this situation is terrible and I can't handle it, try shifting your mindset to, this situation is challenging, but I am capable of figuring it out. That small shift in thinking can make a huge difference in how you feel and how you handle the situation. Managing your emotions also means being kind to yourself. So often we're our own worst critics. We beat ourselves up for every little mistake or setback. We allow our emotions to be dominated by guilt, shame, or frustration. But the truth is, we all make mistakes. We all face challenges. It's part of being human. The key is to not let those mistakes define us. Instead of letting guilt or frustration weigh you down, practice self-compassion. self-compassion. Remind yourself that you're doing the best you can and that it's okay to fall short sometimes. It's okay to feel upset, but it's important to not let those feelings take over your life. When you treat yourself with kindness and patience, your mindset becomes stronger and you build resilience. When it comes to managing your emotions, it's also helpful to develop healthy coping mechanisms. It's easy to turn to unhealthy habits like overeating, drinking, or procrastinating when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed. But those behaviors don't help you manage your emotions in a healthy way. Instead, focus on activities that help you relax, recharge, and recenter yourself. Exercise is a great way to release stress and boost your mood. Meditation, journaling, or even taking a walk can also help you clear your mind and regain control over your emotions. When you have healthy coping mechanisms in place, you'll be better equipped to handle life's challenges with a calm and clear mind. Finally, understand that managing your emotions is a practice, not a one-time fix. It takes time and effort to learn how to control your reactions and navigate difficult emotions. You'll have good days and you'll have bad days, but the important thing is to keep practicing. Every time you manage your emotions, instead of letting them control you, you get stronger. And over time, you'll develop an emotional resilience that will help you face any challenge with confidence. Remember, the strength of your mindset is directly tied to how well you can manage your emotions. The more in control you are of your feelings, the stronger your mindset becomes. And when your mindset is strong, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Building a strong mindset isn't just about controlling your emotions or overcoming failure. It's also about developing a deep sense of self-belief. Without self-belief, you're fighting an uphill battle, no matter how much effort you put into other aspects of your mindset. Self-belief is the foundation that holds everything together. It's what drives you to keep going when things get tough. And it's what allows you to push past doubts and fear. The truth is, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else will. And if you don't have that unshakable belief in your own abilities, you'll constantly be second-guessing yourself and wondering if you're good enough to reach your goals. But the moment you build a solid sense of self-belief, everything changes. It's like you unlock a superpower within yourself that gives you the confidence to face challenges head-on and push through obstacles. The first step to building self-belief is to stop comparing yourself to others. In today's world, it's so easy to get caught up in the social media cycle and start comparing your life to what you see online. You see someone else's success, their beautiful family, or their seemingly perfect life, and you think to yourself, why can't I have that? Why can't I be that successful? But the truth is, comparison is a thief of joy. It will rob you of your self-belief and leave you constantly feeling inadequate. Instead of looking at others and feeling envious, focus on your own journey. Your path is unique to you, and the only person you should be comparing yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem, and remember that everyone is on their own journey. Your success isn't dependent on someone else's success. The second key to building self-belief is to stop listening to your inner critic. We all have that voice in our head that tells us we're not good enough, that we'll never succeed, or that we'll fail. That voice can be incredibly loud and convincing, and it can easily start to dictate your actions if you let it. But here's the thing, that voice is not the truth. It's just a bunch of negative thoughts that have been ingrained over time, usually from past experiences, fears, or doubts. The key is to challenge that voice and replace it with empowering thoughts. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, I can do this, and I will do this. Every time you face that inner critic, counter it with positive affirmations and remind yourself of your worth. The more you challenge that negative voice, the quieter it becomes, and the louder your self-belief will grow. Another powerful way to build self-belief is by setting small, achievable goals. Success doesn't happen overnight, But when you set small goals and accomplish them, it builds momentum. Every small win feeds your self-belief and propels you forward. You start to see that you're capable of achieving the things you set out to do, and that confidence snowballs into bigger achievements, whether it's something as simple as completing a task you've been putting off or making progress on a larger project. Each small goal is a reminder that you are capable and that you're making progress toward your bigger dreams. This step-by-step approach helps you build a strong sense of belief in yourself and your ability. Another aspect of building self-belief is taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally. When you neglect your health or your well-being, it's hard to feel confident in yourself. But when you prioritize self-care, you start to feel more grounded and stronger. This doesn't just mean exercising or eating right, although those are certainly important. It also means giving yourself the time and space to relax, to recharge, and to do the things that bring you joy. When you take care of yourself, you feel better, and that positive energy spills over into every area of your life. Self-care helps you build a strong foundation of belief because it reinforces the idea that you are worthy of love, attention, and care, and that your goals are worth pursuing. Lastly, one of the most important ways to build self-belief is to surround yourself with positive, supportive people. You become the average of the people you spend the most time with. If you're constantly around people who tear you down, who doubt you, or who don't believe in you, it's going to be a lot harder to believe in yourself. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who uplift you, who encourage you, and who believe in your potential, it will be much easier to believe in yourself. These positive influences help reinforce the idea that you are capable, and they remind you of your strengths when you forget them. It's essential to build a support system of people who will push you to be the best version of yourself. Building self-belief is a process, but it's one of the most rewarding journeys you ever take. It starts with letting go of the comparisons, challenging your inner critic, setting small goals, practicing self-care, and surrounding yourself with positivity. As you do this, you'll begin to realize just how powerful you really are. When you truly believe in yourself, you become unstoppable. There's no dream too big, no goal too far out of reach, and once you've built that solid belief in yourself, there's nothing that can stand in your way. One of the most crucial aspects of building a strong mindset is learning the importance of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after facing setbacks, failures, or difficult situations. It's about staying strong and maintaining a positive attitude despite what life throws at you. In life, you will face challenges, roadblocks, and disappointments. It's inevitable. But the people who succeed in life, who achieve their dreams, and who live with a strong mindset are the ones who refuse to give up when times get tough. They understand that failure is not the end, but simply a stepping stone to greater things. Resilience allows you to look at challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to learn, grow, and come back even stronger. One of the keys to building resilience is adopting a growth mindset. This mindset focuses on the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed with time, effort, and persistence. People with a growth mindset view failure as a learning experience. They don't see setbacks as a sign that they're not good enough or that they'll never succeed. Instead, they understand that every failure brings valuable lessons that can help them improve and eventually succeed. It's important to shift your perspective when faced with failure and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow? When you start to view challenges this way, resilience becomes second nature. You stop fearing failure and instead you embrace it as part of the journey towards success. Another important aspect of resilience is learning to manage your stress. Stress is something we all face, but how you deal with it can make all the difference. High levels of stress can negatively impact your mental and physical health and can also undermine your ability to stay resilient. When you're overwhelmed with stress, it's easy to feel defeated or hopeless. But instead of letting stress control you, learn how to manage it effectively. This could mean taking breaks when you're feeling overwhelmed, engaging in activities that help you relax, like exercise or meditation, or simply taking a moment to breathe deeply and reset your mind. The more you practice managing stress, the stronger your resilience will become. You'll start to develop the ability to stay calm under pressure and approach tough situations with clarity and focus. Resilience also involves developing emotional intelligence, which is the ability to understand and manage your emotions in a healthy way. Emotional intelligence allows you to respond to challenging situations with emotional control and awareness rather than reacting impulsively or getting overwhelmed by negative emotions. This ability to stay in control of your emotions is essential when facing setbacks or adversity. For example, when things aren't going as planned, instead of getting angry, frustrated, or defeated, emotional intelligence helps you take a step back, process your emotions, and choose a more constructive response. Building emotional intelligence gives you the tools to bounce back from difficult situations with a clear mind and a positive outlook. Having a support system is another critical factor in building resilience. No one can face life's challenges alone. The people you surround yourself with can have a significant impact on how well you cope with stress and adversity. Resilient people understand the importance of seeking support from others when they need it. This support might come from friends, family, mentors, or even professional counselors. When you're going through tough times, it's important to lean on those who care about you and who can offer guidance, encouragement, and perspective. Having people who believe in you and who can help you see things from a different angle can make all the difference in how quickly you recover from a setback. They can help remind you of your strengths and reassure you that better days are ahead. One of the most powerful ways to build resilience is by maintaining a sense of purpose. When you have a clear vision of your goals and the purpose behind them, it becomes easier to push through difficult times. A sense of purpose gives you the motivation to keep going when everything seems to be falling apart. It's the driving force that keeps you focused on the bigger picture and helps you see beyond the temporary setback. When you're clear about why you're pursuing something, it fuels your determination and strengthens your resilience. Purpose gives you the strength to rise above challenges, knowing that your struggles are part of the bigger journey towards something meaningful. Finally, resilience is strengthened through self-compassion. It's easy to be hard on yourself when things aren't going well, but beating yourself up only weakens your ability to bounce back. Instead of focusing on your mistakes or shortcomings, practice being kind to yourself. Acknowledge that you are doing the best you can and that it's okay to make mistakes along the way. When you treat yourself with compassion, you reduce the emotional burden that comes with failure and disappointment. Self-compassion helps you recover more quickly and allows you to approach challenges with a sense of grace and understanding. Building resilience takes time and effort, but it is one of the most important skills you can develop for achieving success and living a fulfilling life. It's about developing a mindset that embraces challenges, learns from failures, and keeps moving forward with determination and confidence. With resilience, you'll not only survive difficult times, but you'll thrive in them. You'll be able to face life's challenges head on, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. Resilience is the quality that turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. And it's the key to building the strongest mindset that will carry you through life's toughest moments. Building a strong mindset requires you to make peace with the fact that life is never going to be all smooth sailing. There will always be obstacles, challenges, and moments that test your strength. But what separates those who succeed from those who falter is how they approach these difficulties. One of the most important aspects of a strong mindset is learning to let go of the need for perfection. Too often we get caught up in the idea that we have to do everything perfectly, that we have to be flawless in every aspect of our lives. We become so obsessed with meeting unrealistic expectations that we forget to focus on progress, growth, and learning. The truth is, perfection doesn't exist, and it never will. Every person, no matter how successful, faces struggles and imperfections. It's part of being human. The desire for perfection can paralyze you, causing procrastination and fear of failure. You get so caught up in making sure everything is just right that you never actually take action. This is where embracing imperfection becomes crucial. When you let go of the idea that everything has to be perfect, you free yourself to take risks, try new things, and learn along the way. You stop waiting for the right moment and instead focus on making the best of what you have right now. Perfectionism often leads to self-doubt because no matter how hard you try, you feel like you never quite measure up. But when you embrace imperfection, you realize that it's okay to stumble and fall. It's part of the journey. You're allowed to make mistakes, and those mistakes will help you grow stronger and more capable in the long run. The next crucial element to building a strong mindset is learning how to adapt to change. Change is inevitable, and it can be difficult, especially when it's unexpected or out of your control. But being able to adapt is one of the key characteristics of a resilient mindset. The world is constantly evolving, and so are you. If you resist change, you'll find yourself stuck in the same place, feeling frustrated and left behind. Those who are successful in life have learned that change doesn't have to be feared. Instead, it can be embraced as an opportunity for growth and innovation. Being adaptable means that you can shift gears when necessary, that you're not afraid to pivot when things don't go according to plan. It's about having the mental flexibility to adjust to new circumstances and still keep moving forward. In today's fast-pacing world where new challenges and opportunities pop up all the time, adaptability is a skill that will keep you ahead of the game. It allows you to stay relevant, overcome setbacks, and make the most of new situations. The people who thrive in the face of change are the ones who can accept it, learn from it, and use it to their advantage. The ability to keep moving forward in the face of adversity is another vital aspect of a strong mindset. Life will inevitably throw curveballs your way, whether it's a personal crisis, a professional setback, or an unexpected failure. The key is not to give up when things go wrong. The people who succeed don't see failure as the end of the road, but as a stepping stone towards success. They understand that it's not about how many times they fall, but how many times they get back up. When you adopt this mentality, you realize that every setback is just another opportunity to learn and grow. Instead of viewing challenges as roadblocks, you see them as part of the process, something you can overcome with persistence and determination. Staying positive in the face of adversity is not always easy, but it is essential to developing a strong mindset. It's easy to get bogged down by negative thoughts and to spiral into self-pity when things aren't going well. But a resilient person chooses to see the silver lining, to find the lessons in the hardship, and to maintain an optimistic outlook even when life seems bleak. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is okay when it's not. It means looking for solutions and focusing on what you can control rather than dwelling on what you can't. It's about maintaining a sense of hope and belief that things will get better and that you have the strength to make it through whatever comes your way. Another key aspect of building a strong mindset is being consistent, even when motivation wanes. Motivation can be a powerful force, but it's fleeting. There will be days when you don't feel like getting out of bed, when you don't feel like putting in the effort, when everything feels too hard. That's when consistency becomes the game changer. It's easy to stay motivated when everything is going well, but the true test of your mindset comes when things get tough. A strong mindset is built on the ability to keep going even when you don't feel like it. This doesn't mean pushing yourself beyond your limits or burning out. It means showing up every day, doing the small things, and making steady progress toward your goals. Consistency builds momentum, and it's that momentum that helps you overcome the toughest challenges. Finally, to build a strong mindset, you need to develop a sense of purpose that drives you. When you know your why, when you understand the deeper reasons behind your actions, it gives you the motivation to keep going even when times get tough. Purpose provides clarity and direction, helping you to stay focused on what really matters. It gives you a reason to push through obstacles, to keep moving forward, and to stay committed to your goals, no matter how difficult the journey may seem. With a clear sense of purpose, you have a greater sense of fulfillment, and your mindset becomes stronger as you align your actions with your deeper value. Building a strong mindset doesn't happen overnight. It's a continuous process that requires commitment, resilience, and self-reflection. But by embracing imperfection, adapting to change, staying positive in adversity, being consistent and living with purpose, you can create a mindset that will help you overcome any challenge and achieve the success you desire.